another Gainesville.com original video.
To me, marking the 50th anniversary, I think, is about really trying to maybe reorient how we feel about the embargo on that country. I don't think that it has accomplished anything that they really set out to do. It's never punished Castro, it never punished our leaders, it's punished the people, which is what, you know, the political thing is all about. It's, you know, it's not, the people are the ones that end up having to carry the burden of the idealisms. And I think that one of the things you realize, you went through the revolution there, then you came to the States, and you have the missile crisis where they were asking you to get under the seats of your school, you know, because there might be a nuclear attack. And then I go back and visit 3 times, and it just seems like a very long time, you know, and it's really hard to believe. The time has passed very fast, but on the other hand, you realize that this is a long time to endure pain and suffering, and you know, it's time to move on with it.
I left Cuba with $36 in my pocket. They told me why I was leaving Cuba. I have many friends there. I said, well, I am going to the United States to bring back a light bulb factory to help the revolution. So I will be back in 1 week. Galilee, when I arrived to the United States, I would say I would never come back there.
I mean, you were a kid. Was it a scary thing for you? Or?
Well, I mean, at 10 years of age, you're pretty vulnerable as far as what your trained thought is. And one of the things that I do remember was that when the property had all been divided, and my dad, we built our house, one day these 3 gentlemen dressed with, you know, white shirts and dark sunglasses came to knocking on my dad's in our home, on the door, and they were basically collecting money for the revolution, which was happening in La Sierra Maestra, which is, you know, but not too far from where we lived. And so they came and asked my dad for money, and they said, you know, this is the revolution, you know, we want you to think about contributing to the revolution. So the next week approaches, and they were going to come at 10 o'clock in the morning. I remember this pretty explicitly. The bridges at that time, all the Batista government had soldiers stationed at all the bridges so they couldn't blow them up. And so at 10 o'clock, these guys were going to show up, and right before 10 o'clock, this whole bunch of tanks just come rolling down the street of our house. And I thought, oh my God, this is it. You know, these guys are going to show up, and you know, this is going to be a whole, you know. But sure enough, they just kept on going. The guys showed up. I'm not sure what transpired between the Cuban militia guys and my dad. I'm not sure he gave them money or not. I don't remember, but I remember that was a very, you know, poignant thing about, oh my God, you know, this is really scary.
Well, when I left, yeah, the people was in the street, I mean, empty houses and taking everything from my neighborhood, from people who belong to the previous regime, I mean, Batista. I remember that was a very, very bad situation. And one of the reasons, that was one of the reasons I left Cuba, because I didn't feel very comfortable there. I was not very happy. So I decided to leave Cuba. I don't see any solution to the relation between Cuba and the United States. I don't know the President Obama what he plans to do, but if I want to advise him, I would tell him that the first thing to have to do is to lift the embargo.
My wish is that somewhere or another people have an open heart to realize that it's just politics, you know, and it's the people who stand to benefit and to suffer are the politicians, and the people who stand to suffer are the human beings who have to endure the idealisms that these people are trying to institute to, quote unquote, provide what it is, you know. And we have a very blessed country. I mean, we live in probably the greatest country in the world. We try to create that idealism of democracy throughout the world, but not everyone functions on that level.